Hello, welcome back to the Strategy Room. You know, it's always good to have you back here again. To my subscribers, my board members, welcome. To people who are just following for the first time, I hope you subscribe and become a board member too. It's always fun here. It's always something to learn. Anyway, let's get into our part 3 of our series. We're exposing pride. So this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to tell you about he's now King Pride's wife and his children. His wife is very vicious and his children are very nasty. But let's get into it. And of course, I'm going to give you a nugget, as usual. All right. King Pride's wife is Queen Numbness. That's right, Queen Numbness. When she finds her way into your heart and sits next to her husband, her tentacles goes all through your emotions. And she kills them dead one by one. Not the bad ones, the good emotions like love, empathy, caring, gratitude, those wonderful emotions, they get killed dead on her arrival. You know why? Because she's making space for her children, who I'm going to tell you about later. But when she kills your emotions, you're hardened. You're hardened. And so you're totally blind now. You're totally deaf now. Your jealousy, emotions is to the roof. Your envy is like running amok. You are almost 100% taken over. And it's hard to get to you now. But if that's not bad, Queen Numbness, just killing the switch of your humanity, in any shred of humanity that you have left in your emotions, she took that switch off. And what she did, she made room for her children, because that was the plan all in the beginning. What are the names of her children? Prince Fair, Princess Hate, and little Princess Isolation. Now, what do they do? What do they do? What do they do? I'll tell you. Prince Fair moves in after mom numbs everything. Prince Fair moves in with the fair emotions. Then all of a sudden you become very paranoid, very anxious. You want to know who's coming for your throne, who's coming to take you down, who's the new person. You're looking around and everybody is wondering what's going on with you, because look like you're losing it a bit because you're paranoid, and that's what fear does. Then after fear would have run its course or opened the way, so to speak, then Princess Hate moves in and she's dancing all around your heart. All of a sudden, the people that were around your throne telling you yes for everything, giving you whatever you want when you want it, making you feel like the only king in the world, all of a sudden you start to give them the side eye because of the anxiety. And so anxiety then turns into hate. You start to hate the people around you. You start to mistreat the people around you. And then what happens? Eventually, one by one, they go away. And interestingly enough, why do you hate them so much? You know why? Because the applauding, the clapping has come down to almost nothing. Because everybody began to leave one by one. They went off to the next new thing, the next superstar. The superstar is getting the attention and you're not. And you're blaming those people for not telling you or not getting rid of those or that person who is now the new shining light. So envy and jealousy gets cranked up a notch. Hate fills your heart. Numbness, because you're dead now. Fear is gripping you. And so all that makes space now for little Queen Isolation. Because now you're all alone. The people that were before you in your courts trying to keep you in that position, they didn't try to keep you in that position just for you, you know. They would try to keep you in that position for themselves too, because they're gaining something out of your arrogance. They're getting something out of that. But then they too left because you started to treat them bad. And so now you're in isolation. So little queen isolation is sitting at your feet, looking at you with these big doe red eyes, because she's evil too, right? And you're all alone. All alone. The silence is deafening and you're falling apart. What's my nugget for you? The only thing I can tell you at this point is start apologizing. If you have one shred of humanity left, which I doubt at this point, but if you do, just a small slither of humanity left, I highly suggest you start apologizing. Well, until I see you next time for part 4, remember your word is king, so rule wisely. See you later. Bye-bye.